Hi, this is Matt from Find My Blogway. I'm going to talk to you briefly about iWriter.com and how you can use it to benefit your blog. You can use iWriter for some general creation of content that you could use on your blog itself, or you could also use it for link building purposes. Now, I use iWriter all the time and it's a fantastic resource, really. So I'll show you a little bit about what you can do on there. So once you're logged in, the first thing you'll need to do is put some money into your account. And you do that up here on the balance area. What you need to do is click add money. You can add in a minimum of $20. If just so that you've got a bit of perspective, if you add around $40, you'll easily be able to get around about 6 to 8 good quality articles from that kind of figure. So you can already see the potential with iWriter. The first thing you're going to want to do if you want to get some articles written, you go over to this tab here, request articles to be written. I'll just click that through. And you'll be presented with this form where you can essentially say to the writers on iWriter exactly what you need and fill in all the details related to the content, who you want to target. So the project type here is just to have an article written. This could be multiple articles. You can have articles rewritten, which you can upload like a Word document or a text document and have someone completely rewrite that. So it might be a case that you wrote an article in the past and you want a very similar article done. You might want something to just be kind of freshened up a bit, some old content that you want to have a bit of a revamp of. And alongside this, you can also have an ebook written, which is an incredible feature. I haven't actually purchased an ebook through iWriter before, but you can go kind of all the way from 7,000 words, so around about 20 pages, all the way up to 35,000 words, which is around 100 pages. So you can get someone to write that, and you're looking at kind of anywhere between, for just a 7,000 word 20-page ebook, between $160 up to $210. So great value really for what you're getting there. So let's just look at the articles to start with. So what you have here is your project description. So what do you want some articles around? So let's just say you need some articles written around online marketing tools. So let's just say that. You then select your category. So let's just have a little look here. So internet and business online. You can now select the article length, so in words, so 150 words, 300 words, all the way up to 2,000 words. And your article will cost slightly different amounts. So for example, the minimum here that we could have is £1.25 for a 150 word article, and then you can go up to 2,000 words, and the minimum you could have per article is $14. So if you need little kind of product descriptions written, little snippets of information that you just need quickly written, you can get it done at a really cost-effective price. So let's just say I want a 700 word article written. Here you chose your language, so you can have it done in French, German, Spanish, or you can actually state another language that you want to have your article written in. Because I'm from the UK, I'm going to go to the UK. Now here's where you choose who sees your request. If you open it up to all of the iWriter authors, you'll tend to get, in general, lower quality articles, but here and there you can still get some great articles written. The price will be lower, but then you can also say, okay, right, I want this one to go to premium only. So people who have been rated between 4 or 5 stars, this in general is the one that I usually use, because I mean that's went up from $5 to $7.15 for a 700 word article, which is nothing really. and you normally see a huge gap in quality between those two. And if you want to really be sure of it, you can go with the Elite, which again is only $12.50, sorry, for each article. And for these kind of articles, you're going to get really good quality stuff. So for this, we'll go with Premium. So you can charge more. So if you want to kind of attract people to the higher quality writers, you could go in with kind of, say, anything really. You could offer $10 for that if you wanted. For this, just for demonstration purposes, stick it at the minimum, $7.50. Now, keywords. This was where, when I first used iWriter, I got a little bit confused because I assumed this is where I type in all of my keywords that I want people to talk around. Well, actually, no. The keywords is what's used to define essentially what each article is about. So I've said there, I need some articles written around online marketing tools. Now that would imply that I want multiple articles done. So in my keywords, I could say, okay, benefits of using iWriter. That's one article. And then when I go down to the next line, to use Moz SEO tools, I go down to the next line and I've wrote another keyword, which has now doubled my project cost. This is now 2 articles I want. And I can go down and I can add as many as I want, and it'll create separate article opportunities for people to accept. I tend to stay away from putting kind of SEO target keywords in there, because what you'll just get is the writers spamming them through with loads of keywords, and usually within the description I specifically state and say, do not spam these with the keywords. The keywords should be used as a guide for the article kind of title or subject matter. So here's where your total project cost is. Obviously 2 articles, $7.15 each. Writing style could be a friendly tone, a professional tone, or something else that you state. So that's really up to you. Because I'm having this for my kind of professional blog, I want a professional tone. Now the article purpose. This is where you describe what it's going to be used for. So say, this will be used on online marketing blog to give readers information Okay, just a brief info, background info, so that your writer can have a kind of a bit of narrative, a bit of context to what you're doing. And this is going to be particularly important if you did want something like a product description, or maybe you wanted a review written or something along those lines. Special instructions, so you could write here, like it says, no HTML formatting, so no formatting. And this is where I kind of always put, do not use keywords. That's what I normally just state across most of my articles, unless I specifically wanted a load of keywords bedded into a specific bit of text. Now here you can also submit project to a list of writers, so if you know their username. So one thing that I always do is I tick and store in a list all of my favourite writers that I've used over a period of time. So then if I want an article related to one specific thing, so let's say I've had someone write something about WordPress for me in the past, then I've added them into my list. If I have a WordPress article that I need written again, I'll just go straight through it and I'll get this sent off directly to them. So then all you need to do is submit your project. I'm not going to do that right now because this is just obviously for demo purposes. And what that'll do is it will then put this out on iWriter and people can start bidding on it. Then when you go back to your home page, what you'll start seeing is normally you get someone has written your article within about 2 or 3 hours, which is awesome, really. And you can imagine if you're doing some outreach and you've just had kind of some feedback from a blog that said, yeah, that we want you to kind of provide a post for our blog, you can have a link out of it, get the article to us as soon as we can so we can get it scheduled in. If you go on iWriter, get someone really good to write up your article, get it ready in a couple of hours, proof it over, and then you can send it out. So what you can do is download articles, view your listings, which you click here. And you'll see I've had a random load of articles here that I've had written up in the past. So let's just have a look. Let's say articles related to computer repairs and troubleshooting. So I've had a few articles written. So computer maintenance tips was one of these articles that I had written up. And when it's ready, you'll be able to have a look and review the article. You can then actually, when you review the article, you can decide whether, because if you think, no, this isn't good enough, you can request that the author will rewrite the article, or you can actually reject the article, and you don't need to pay anything then. So it's a really powerful tool in the sense of you get to proof it before you even pay for it. So you can definitely get what you really want from the article. And then you can download the article, and you can also download the article with spin tags. So if anyone's using automated SEO software, then this is going to be particularly handy for them. But downloading the article here will then quickly download, and all the articles come in just raw HTML format. So here I have my computer maintenance tips article that I had written up pretty much for the purpose of this demonstration, and it's all ready for me to kind of paste into my blog. And that's pretty much everything. You can actually hire people as well. So if you did have someone kind of that produced a particularly good piece, and it's especially around an article subject that's quite niche or specific, and you think it's going to be quite hard to find a lot of people that can actually write well about this very specific project, you can then hire the author. So you can literally go in to the writer and you can contact them. I could say, hi Nick, I'd really like you to write some more kind of articles on computer repair. Or I can actually hire them on a kind of a long-term basis where I say this is how many articles I want written. So you can really automate a lot of your content creation through iWriter, or just use it to supplement what you're already doing. Either way, it's a fantastic tool, and I'd really recommend giving it a go, because I found it incredibly helpful for just getting little bits and bobs done. So that's iWriter.com. Okay, I hope this has been helpful.